Friday, Friday, ba-do-do, it's Friday in Okeechobee
And Palm Beach
and
Gardens.
Palm Beach Gardens.
Hey, and you know what the best part about this Friday is, John?
What? That's your last one unemployed till next year. That's it, man.
School's out for summer, baby.
Oh, it's still a commercial on YouTube, probably. Mine still shows a commercial.
Yeah, man. Today was the last day. I
Oh,
mean,
guess,
technically,
guess what? Wait,
technically,
wait.
I could
Guess
go
what
in on Tuesday
commercial?
or Wednesday.
Guess what commercial they're running?
What?
The Hewlett guy dressed up as damn Arnold Schwarzenegger. I wonder if
Ah, I
everybody saw.
love it.
I wonder if everybody saw that, or we just saw it locally. Probably just locally.
Yeah, that's actually a really good question. I wonder if the ads are they got to be localized to where you are, you know?
Yeah, because like I said, I just saw the Hewlett little short guy dressed up as Arnold Schwarzenegger. So,
What's up, Aiden? What's up, Jay?
what's up,
MJ Fisher
folks?
Maniac.
Hey, Lord Andrew.
Beards and Bass, Catfish Viking. What's up?
Hello, Jay.
What's up, Ted?
And
Hey,
people,
What's up,
Ted.
Rob?
people that don't know,
Hey,
Catfish
David.
Viking is from the Hog Leg channel.
Okay.
Cool
What's
dude.
up, Catfish?
Okay, tell you what kind of dude he is. He's into reptiles. He just got a pet caiman, like the alligator,
Yeah.
kind of like caiman. Yeah, he likes snakes and shit. He's a crazy dude.
That's
Good
cool.
guy.
Hey, Hank. Thank you for the jigs, man. I finally opened them, finally fished with them, finally made the video.
Same with NJ. He's from over on that channel. Real cool guy up north. Fishes for carp and catfish. Good guy. Delivers bread. So if you smell like cinnamon rolls or fresh bread, it's NJ. What's up, Random J and Hank Snow?
Hello, Hank. Hey, Random Jay.
Hank, did you notice in my little rascal video that you got one of the excuses to go fishing? Did you notice that, Doc? One of the notes was Hank Snow.
Uh-huh.
But it was Carl, but I signed it Mrs. Indiana. I don't know if he caught that or not.
I haven't seen Carl in a minute. Then again, I haven't been on in a minute.
Well, we haven't seen him in a while either.
Is the water up, down there yet? Where, dude? Donkey Land, it's pretty good. I hadn't been all week with all this rain, but I'm sure Okeechobee's up. I mean, what's Teddy doing? Teddy's heading to the lake tonight. He won't be picking anyone up, John. Oh, Ted, I told Lindy that story. Ted, can I tell your story?
What'd he do?
Or you can come up and tell the story, Ted.
Yeah, there you go.
If you don't want to come up, Ted, I'll tell. Ted had to call me, tell me a story. It's a good story.
What, coming down? How far south, Jay? How far south are you thinking about coming? Like
Hello.
down
We're
my
going
way?
to Jay. We're going to D-Land tomorrow. Is what we had planned. Unless you go into Headwaters, we can go to Headwaters. We ain't scared to go either place. But we're not going to go daylight. We're going to get there like 10 o'clock, 10:30, fish all day.
That'll be cool, Aiden.
Run us off.
Pier should be good tomorrow. Yeah, this rain should get out of here. This rain should get out of here by tonight. They said it's just going to be a little, scattered off and on tomorrow. Pretty much.
Oh, yeah, Beards, pick a time, man. Like I said, we're going to roll in there 10, 10:30 or something like that. Because honestly, the afternoons have been better. I mean, and I don't know if you know that lake, they wake up slow. So we catch more fish between like 11 and 3 than we do daylight till 10.
With all this rain, there's going to be a little bit of runoff too, so the water might be a little chalky instead of clear. But there are a few clear places. At least we saw some, so we'll.
Absolutely, Rob.
Rob, ours flies in the yard every day. Are we going to D-Land for sure? Let's say yes, faux show.
Faux show.
If you say
What's
you
up,
going,
brother Mark?
if you say you going, we going faux show. We'll get there between, like I said, 10-ish, something like that.
Hey, Mark J. They're having the Bruiser Baits tournament at Lake Istapoga tomorrow.
It's Tapoga tomorrow. We didn't enter it this year.
Isatokapoga.
We went and pre-fished, and just like every time we go there, I mean, we need to take a month, I guess, and go every day there to get on fish.
To figure it out, yeah.
and flipping.
It's a flipping kind of lake, and they don't have a lot of grass. It's all reeds, and dude, I can't. I hate reeds. I'm not a reed fisherman. My swim baits suck to reeds like damn vacuum cleaners.
Yeah.
I have a rough time.
Yeah.
What's up, Random Jay? I don't know if I said hello to you.
Okay, sorry. I see what's going on. Random Jay, I call Beards and Bass Jay. So, oh shit, they're both going to show up at Donkeyland tomorrow. Holy shit.
Well, hey, you'll get some good footage. I like the footage that Random Jay got of you guys going down the S Canal there at Headwaters. That was cool. It was like I said in the comment, it was cool to see you guys like from a different angle. You know, and I know like Kenny and I did that one time, but like it was cool to see it me not filming it, you know?
Yeah.
Hey Steve. Hey Susie.
Oh, that's what we told Jay.
Steve.
He's gonna go fish. He's gonna go fishing with us one day, and we're gonna boot him out on an island somewhere. And I want to get some high speed. I've never seen our boat. You know, there can't be much more than the prop in the water when I have it trimmed out and rolling. And I just
going across some of those areas out there. Yeah.
Yeah. I want to get Jay standing somewhere filming, and we're just gonna do some high speed flybys.
Well, I mean, he can stay in his boat, right? You ain't got to get him out of the boat.
Oh, we're gonna take him fishing with us. Yeah. Okay. The trip we did with Jay and the guy from Go Kart, somehow we got discombobulated. I think me and Random thought we would hang out together and fish both boats, but I think Go Kart dude had a whole nother plan, and somehow it got. I was slowing down to do an intro beside him when he started, and the Go Kart dude give us the wave around for like the third time. So I was like, oh, okay. I mean,
I think he's a little worried of being around other bigger boats because he's a little shallow, little slower boat.
Yeah.
Which there's nothing wrong with.
Yeah, and Jay said he was nervous about getting out of the main canal and all. I mean, that's great. That's cool. I have no. That's cool.
Yeah.
Was that Jay's first time out there or no?
No, Jay had been there, but the other guy I think had been there. But they had just met each other. That was their first time fishing together.
So whose boat were they? Were they in Jay's or the other guy?
The Go Kart. That was Jay in the front.
Oh, okay.
Go Kart dude was driving. I never kept Nick.
Hey, Tuckerverse.
What's up, Tucker? Tucker's the Okeechobee guy around here that I bumped into online.
Yeah, we got.
Oh, okay. What's up, Tucker?
We got graduation tomorrow. Okeechobee High School graduation tomorrow.
Tucker films all that. He's got sources. Silver alert. I'm sure we've lost another old folk.
Oh my God, shut the fuck up. There's a missing child in Lake Worth, which is like way too far away. Why am I getting that? Like I have all those turned on. I don't even get the tornado warnings. Like why am I getting the missing child in Lake Worth? What do you
see that Lonk must have got it too.
Some of them will buy
Lonk, did you get the warning or do you have something to do with it? You put that down there pretty darn quick.
Aiden, you better be at work.
Sometimes those, even though you have that clicked or click to not receive them, you will get them anyway.
Man, when we go to Headwaters, we pass the sign on 95 where they always do the alerts.
Yeah.
And dude, us Floridians, we lose some old folks. I'll be honest, we don't keep up. We don't keep up with our old folks very well. I guess we let them run amok too much.
Oh, that's horrible about that basketball instructor too.
Have they found him yet?
No.
Yeah,
he just walked out. He just walked out the door and is gone. He either walked out the door and hauled ass or somebody hauled his ass. I mean, it's just there ain't but two choices here. I mean, we're down two roads now.
No, that's, and then today, down here by us in Lantana at the Lantana airport, little small airport, a lot of like prop planes and stuff like that fly out of there, little single or double passenger planes. There was a plane that crashed and two people passed away in the plane crash down in Lantana today.
Yeah.
And then there was another one that wasn't too long ago where somebody crashed up a little bit further up north. Yeah.
Same kind of plane.
Yeah. And Steve, I ain't talking about old folks. I'm just talking about we don't look after you guys very well. Man, the one the other day was some old dude and he was driving like a damn Mercedes or a Jag. It was some. I looked up where BM something. I looked up and read it was like he gone. He rolling. He rolling. He's somewhere about South Carolina right now going, this don't look like Palm Beach. Oh, speaking of which, Ted never said, did he ever tell me, can I tell the story?
He said he couldn't come
He never
on.
did.
He could tell it.
He said I could tell it. Okay, I got to tell this story on Ted.
Oh, okay.
We all know
Oh, yeah,
Ted. Are you ready, Doc?
Go.
Good story. We all know Ted's a great guy.
Thank
Do
you,
anything for anybody.
Mark. Thank you, Mark, for posting it.
He's working at night. So he's driving home the other night, 1:30 in the morning, right? He's rolling, I don't know how far from his house, down the road. He has to come up to a stop sign and make a right. He notices cars in front of him are like acting weird at the stop sign. They're stopping, turning, kind of stopping again, pausing. He said he can tell something's going on. So he pulls down there and don't see nothing. As he makes the right, a flashlight shines in his face from a dentist parking lot that is in that curve. So, you're going down there, you're making a right. So there's a parking lot right here. Somebody with a flashlight is just waving it at his truck, right? 1:30 in the morning. Ted said he looks up there and past the light, he could see, it looks like a woman, and he could see a little kid, little short 5-6-year-old kid standing beside a car.
Okay.
He said his brain starts, do I stop? Do I go on? Do I stop? Do I go on? Ted said, looking at hang on. Okay. Wait a minute. Yes, we'll go to that story next. Jay has to ask me about a video. But anyway, good old Ted decides to whip in, right?
Okay.
He pulls up there and he said it's about a probably 25 to 30-year-old black girl, has a blanket wrapped around her, has a baby with nothing but a diaper on in the blanket with her, has a little black boy with her, about 5 or 6, who has nothing but a pair of short pants on. Ted said it's about 45 degrees. They're standing beside a car that has a flat tire. So Ted said he rolls the window down and she's like, can you please give us a ride to my apartment? It's just right down the road. Blah, 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 blah. My kids are cold. Blah, 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 blah. Ted says, where you live? She goes, just right down the road here, points down here, make a right, something of it. He goes, okay. Now at this point, Ted tells me that he don't have his pistol with him because he's working, I think, at a school, and he can't even have it in the car.
Yeah, we're not allowed. Yeah, we cannot have even though I got a concealed I can't have it in the vehicle as it pulls onto school property. You can't have it.
Welcome, Mr. Tully. We're in the middle of somebody else's story. So anyway, Ted says he does a think about what's in his truck in his door. He says he has a can of bug spray. And Doc, I don't know if you know what the tool is. It's a slap stick for putting in deer hunting tree steps. It's a piece of metal. Your metal tree step will fit in it. You go whack, and it's like a bigger handle to crank them in.
Correct.
He's got that stuck in the door. He says, well, I'm okay. It's just 2 kids. He said he put the boy in the back seat and put the seatbelt on him. There ain't no car seats, nothing. She crawls in the front seat, holding the baby. Ted said now I'm leaving out a part. Ted said mama is drunk, slurring words, drunk, blah, 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 blah. Wrapped up in a blanket with the baby. So Ted says they get in the truck. She says, go down the road. Now, Ted made me laugh because when he told me, when he remembered he had bug spray, Ted's words. If that little kid would have come up in the back seat with a needle or something and tried to stick it in my neck, he said, don't think I wouldn't have sprayed that little boy in the face with that bug spray. But anyway, they go down the road. She says, turn here. Now, it's close to Ted's house. He knows the area.
Okay.
They get to a spot where she said, now I'm telling the story best I remember. She says, turn left. I live down this road. Ted said he just stops and looks at her and goes, there are no apartments down that road. She's like, yes, I live right down that road in so-and-so apartments. He goes, there are no apartments down there. Ted said at that point, he's like, things are going off in Ted's head, right? Now, I don't remember the 2 towns. Ted, let's say Ted, am I doing great? Okay. Ted lives
Ted's got your back on this one.
I can't remember Ted's town. So let's say Ted lives in Wiggles, Pennsylvania, and right beside it is another little burg called Doodle, Pennsylvania. Okay.
Okay.
She looks at Ted. He goes, "There's no apartment." She goes, "Well, aren't we in Doodle?" Ted says, "Nope, we're in Wiggles." And said right then the next alarm goes off at old Mifflin. They're still funny names. I like Doodle and Wiggles better. But anyway,
I do too.
Anyway, another alarm goes off in Ted's head. He's like, "Oh shit, old girl in the wrong freaking town." What's up, Arrigo? We're in the middle of off the hook story.
What's up, Arrigo?
So he goes, "Well, where do you live there?" Apparently, Ted is familiar with, I don't forgot what I called it, Doodles. He lives in Wiggles, so he's familiar with Doodles. He says, "Where do you live in Doodles?" And she says, "I live in crappy apartments on Crappy Road in Doodleville." He goes, "I know where you live." He said, "It's a little farther, but I'll take you to the Doodleville Bridge and let you off on the other side of Doodleville Bridge." She goes, "Okay, well, my crappy road is right there at the end of Doodleville Bridge anyway." So Ted says he rolls on across there. He said a few miles, gets across Doodleville Bridge, he eases over. Old girl bounces out, baby, with the blanket and the baby. Said the little boy come out from the back, and he is the only one, he said, looked right at Ted and said, "Thank you." And Ted let him out. So he thought at that moment, wow, I did good. He looks up, and Mama is rewrapping the blanket around her and baby. And Ted's words, Mama didn't have a damn bit of clothes on, and her butt, wait a minute, and her butt looked like 2 packs of hot dogs. That's what Ted told me. Dude, okay, the story ain't even got good yet. We ain't even got to
There's more? There's more?
Potatoes. Ted, thumbs up if I got this now, if I'm still on track.
I'm just going to give a thumbs up to Kyle real quick because Kyle's in here, but...
Everybody in here, I'm telling Ted's story. All right, so
there's more.
Ted said perfect, so I'm nailing it. So Ted, like I would, the minute he realizes old girl is naked, his first thought is, oh, shit. So he floors the gas, does a U-turn, hauls his ass back across Doodleville Bridge, hauls over to damn West Mifflin, wherever the hell he's from, rolls in the driveway, goes in the house at 2 o'clock in the morning, wakes Mrs. Off the Hook up and says, "Hey, weird shit just happened to me." He said he didn't want no gray area. He didn't want no. He said, black naked girl just got out my truck. I'm going to tell Mama. So he wakes her up and tells her. Apparently, Mama, I'm thinking she thought it was funny. I don't remember what he said. So anyway, they go to bed. Story ain't over.
There's even more?
We ain't even got to the police part yet.
Oh, Jesus H. Christ and cornbread. Okay.
So anyway, they get up the next morning, and, I'm sure at breakfast while his wife's getting ready for work, naked black girl, I'm sure came up in conversation. But anyway.
Oh, it has, like, who doesn't love bacon and naked black girl conversation at breakfast?
Anyway, wifey, I'll see you later, Ted. And I'm sure she told him to keep his ass at home. She rolls out, goes to work bright and early like any good woman should be. Gets up the road and passes so-called dentist office. Ted said he's in the house. Phone starts ringing. It's wifey. Wifey says, "Teddy, that parking lot is full of the popo right now around that car." She says, "You may want to call the police and tell them what you've done." So Ted's like, "Oh shit, maybe I should call the popo and tell them." So he calls the police. I'd have loved to heard him telling the dispatch lady what he was wanting. I'm sure that was a hilarious.
I'm sure that had to be just an amazing conversation. Like,
that woman ain't got no clue. They up in Pennsylvania, up near Pittsburgh. That woman ain't got no clue about no naked. Ain't got no clue. So anyway, she says, "I'll get a hold of the cop in charge of this, and they'll get back a hold of you." Ted's like, "Cool." So he gets off the phone, and he kind of keeps his phone handy, waiting on phone call, right?
Oh, because it's coming. That phone call's coming.
Ted said about 30 minutes. Ding dong, his doorbell rings.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! He goes to the door and there's two popos there with a handful of paperwork. Ted's like, oh shit, what have I done? So he gets to talking to the popo and they explain, I didn't get all the gist of the story, but something about there'd been a hit and run and maybe that vehicle had something to do with it and don't know where the driver went. And now they figured out where the driver went. So they give Ted all these paper and apparently he had to fill it out, and tell him his side of the story. And he didn't tell me whether he added the packs of hot dogs to it or not, but but he had to admit that he took Crazy Woman. So, that started the whole conversation, the what if conversation. Like, old girl gets in car and Tyrone, who has been trying to catch her for the last 5 miles, finally catches up to said vehicle.
Right.
And she's rolling off with Teddy naked. That wouldn't have been a good scene.
No.
And then I thought, what about when they crossed Doodleville Bridge, if some drunk from the other lane come across there and just T-bone Teddy and cause a big old accident? And police get there and here comes Teddy out the truck with a naked black girl and 2 naked babies. So
Ted said I did tell them everything, hot dogs and all.
Yeah, he told them maybe that's how they'll identify her. Drop your drawers, baby. Does it look like 2 packs of hot dogs?
Does it look like a bunch of Oscar Myers freaking cramming for room? Let's see.
Hey, Bugley.
But that's the story. That's the Ted story from start to finish. I said, Ted, that is a good story. Now, he said 10, 15 years ago, he took pictures and laughed, and it'd have been the craziest shit. He said at his age and where he's at in life, when he realized she was naked, his first thought was run. Fight or flight. It's flight, baby.
It's flight.
I'm out of here.
I don't know, man. It's so sad we've gotten to the point as a society to where it's like you are so wary about helping. And obviously, I mean, here we are. This is what it was. But
yeah,
helping a mother and her child or her children's on the side of the road. But like 9 times out of 10 now, there's some other ulterior motive, and they're like, no, it's just like, oh, look, there's a black woman bye, kids. Good luck.
Okay, there's a lot of what's like, why was she naked? Why did the kids not have many clothes? That tells me everybody got up and got the hell out of somewhere quick.
Real quick.
And if she done run over a car and had a flat, getting the hell out of with the quickness.
Exactly. I ain't helping nobody no more.
You can't, man. I mean, you really. And I'm a sucker for somebody with a kid. I mean, I'd be just like,
I am too, man. And I get where Ted and I totally get where Ted's mind was when he was doing that, because Ted's a father. His youngins are right around the same age as my youngins. I get it. You see a mother on the side of the road stranded at 1:30 in the morning. And it's 45 degrees. I don't know what 45 degrees is like because we live in Florida in a normal climate.
I can't imagine people being outside if it's 45 degrees. That's just ridiculous.
Right, because like I said, this is a normal climate. It's not like May and it's 45. It's 90 like it should be in May. But like still, you see a mother on the side of the road, your fatherly instinct, your motherly instinct goes to help this person. You're right. But then, like, your 2023 mentality goes, but I may die.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd have to call the
police.
I couldn't do it. Regardless, I'd have to call the police.
Okay. Maybe
and,
this is...
and I totally agree with you, Lindy. I think that's like I think we're to the point now in that kind of situation. Ted would have been better off be like, hey, what's wrong? Oh, I got a flat. Okay, hey, I'll tell you what. Stay right there. I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to call the police for you, and we'll get a tow truck out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll stay here to make sure nothing happens to you, make sure nobody crazy comes over and messes with you and the kids. You ain't getting near my truck.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you in. I'll call the cops because obviously you don't have a cell phone. You got a flashlight.
Okay. That's what surprised me is he had a damn flashlight. Ted, what is a jail binder on my back? I'm sorry, I don't get it.
A what now?
Look at his comment. I will be wearing a jail binder on my. I don't know what a jail binder is. Sounds like
I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either.
Sounds like safety drawers to me. Geo says nothing but cows, and that's what we got: cows, horses, and pill heads.
Oh, we got all sorts of fun stuff down here.
Oh, Kyle went to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and 25 people said, "Give me $1." All that stuff, all that fluffy stuff.
What's up, all that fluffy stuff? What's up, Gio?
Straight from Australia. I'm sure the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame was cool. Let me catch up. There's Shane Flint. Just got home from the lake.
Yeah.
How'd you do, Shane? Oh, your jail number. All right, Ted. I got you with that. Or your cell number. Ain't nobody wants your cell number, Ted. I got it. I can put it on there if you want me to.
I have Ted's. Are we giving out Ted's cell?
He's going to have a record, is what he said. That's right, Jailhouse Rock. Which, did we not have that discussion, how gay the song Jailhouse Rock is?
We have had that discussion before, yes.
He says it's a book. What's a book? A jail book.
Jail binder is books.
Books. Okay, what does that have to do with
Ted said it's a cell number like on his back, the jail number on his back. I don't know what damn Random Jay's talking about.
They might do things different in Wiggle, Pennsylvania.
All I know is it was going to be the longest night of Ted's life.
Oh, Teddy.
But yeah, welcome everybody in. Like I said, we told the Ted story. Now, while we're telling stories, let me tell the Random Jay.
Hold on. Before we move on to Random Jay, I have a question. And Ted can answer it in the comments. But before we move on to Random Jay, how long and how hard did Ted work to clean the seat in his truck after said hot dog ass got out of it? Ted answered. John, go ahead with Random Jay's.
Why did I never think of the name hot dog ass? I mean, everything I said, that is just perfect. Don't think I won't tell somebody in traffic, get your hot dog ass.
Thanks, Earl. How you doing, man? Get your hot dog ass out my truck.
Okay, but Random Jay brought out a question from the very first video ever posted on YouTube. It's way before my channel. I just posted it so my buddies could see it. I don't even know if you've seen it, Doc. It's the 2-part one where me and Batty are dispatching the deer. And it attacks Batty. It's like the very first, if you go back as far as you can go on my videos, it's the very first thing I ever put on YouTube.
Oh, like the very first ever video.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell it graphic. Like 8 years ago. It's like 10 years ago.
Anyway, I've never gone back that far. I don't remember. Maybe I do. I don't know. I drink a lot.
Here we go. I'll just tell him to his face.
Hey, Jay.
What's up, Jay?
He's doing it on his phone, so he's lost now.
I might not be in the show because, hey, what's up, brother?
We see you.
I'm doing it on my phone.
Turn YouTube off. Turn your YouTube part off and just.
Oh, okay. 1 second. Let me try that. All right.
Does that help with the echo now?
Oh Lord. I screwed up.
I bet that's not the first time he has said that.
All right. Are you able to see me now?
I see you, but you ain't moving. You're froze up there.
Yeah, you're froze up a little bit.
And a goofy ass look, so you might want to fix that. Yeah, Ted, you know you didn't go out there.
Hey, never mind. Just go with my question. You already know what it is, bro. I wish I could join, but I'm working off of one device, one phone.
All
right, Jay.
Anyway, hang on. He's still lurking in the basement. Let me get him on out of there. Oh, I don't want to ban him. Kick him from studio. Oh, I hope I didn't just kick him out of the chat.
I don't think you did.
I don't think I did. Anyway, I'm going to tell the story without getting too detailed. Me and Batty are deer hunting up in Virginia. The guy that owns the land, the rich guy, Jeff Philpott, calls Batty on the phone. He's got this furniture salesman bigwig from Ohio, something down there hunting. So anyway, he calls Batty on the phone and says, I'm trying to think of that guy's name. It's in the video. I can't remember his name, but he says, so-and-so's done shot a monster buck. It's bow season.
Okay.
He shot a monster buck, and it went down the mountain going towards the other way, which we're in the mountains of Virginia. I mean, steep-ass mountains. Tells Batty to go get down and go help Gooberhead track this freaking deer. Because he's a city boy. He ain't no damn, monster deer. So we get down, me and Batty get to his deer stand. I got my backpack, my bow, I got all my shit. Batty's got all his shit. Gooberhead tells us, oh, I hit this big deer, blah, 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 blah. He was limping, went off the mountain. Me and Batty start blood trailing. And we go down this mountain. I mean, way down there. We start up the next mountain. I get rid of my backpack. I'm still carrying my bow. Batty gets rid of his backpack. We climb the next mountain. Now, it's bleeding, but we're still trailing and trailing. Well, somewhere on that mountain, we laid our other shit down. Because, I mean, we're climbing rocks. So we climb this mountain, get down the other mountain, get way over here. And I'm not lying, hours into this. We finally find this deer and catch up with it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's laying there perfectly alive. Old boy shot it in the butt with an arrow. That's why I was going for 3 miles, because he shot the damn thing in the butt. Now, It was bleeding and hurt, but it wasn't going, it was gone. So it's me, Batty, and Gooberhead.
Hey, Chatterbait.
I look around, tell Gooberhead, come
what up,
shoot.
Kenny?
Tell Gooberhead, come shoot this deer again. He goes, I don't have my bow. Me and Batty go, we don't have our bows. Now we are way back in these mountains. So we do an inventory, and we have Batty's little pocket knife that's got a blade about. I'll wait till daughter's gone. I tell you.
No, you can still tell it.
Anyway, he's got a knife, got a little bitty blade on it, about 2.5 inches long.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's all we got with a perfectly healthy deer that's just been shot in the butt. Oh, and to back the story up, it's got a rack about like this. It ain't even no big. It's
not the big one that he thought it was.
I wouldn't have shot it. I'd have damn sure wouldn't have trailed it 3 mountains.
Well,
was
it like even an 8-point?
No.
Oh,
Little scrub buck. I'd have never trailed it for Gooberhead if I'd have known that,
Right.
Anyway, here's, me and Batty and this redneck on this goober, on the side of this mountain with a deer that we do not want getting up and running again, because we done trailed this thing for about 4 hours. So me and Batty kind of look at each other, and I'm like, hey, it's your knife. It's you, Batty. All you. Batty's rough and tough.
Oh, yeah.
Batty crawls over in them logs and all, and up in the neck area goes to trying to take care of business. With a blade that ain't but about that long. I mean, a little pocket knife. Well, about 3 or 4 pokes into taking care of business, deer says, oh, heck no, jumps up, gores Batty in the back of his thigh, chases him up over the logs. I'm running, trying to film, climbing up out of there. That's the first video. Second video is when Batty goes back for round 2. Batty picks up a pine limb, takes his pocket knife, and starts sharpening it. I was like, what are you doing? I'm going to make a spear. I was like, you are not going to stick a stick through a deer. I'm sorry. You are not. It ain't going to work, son. It ain't going to work. So we talk about it, this and that. So I finally take one of my shirts off.
Mm-hmm.
I slip up there and fling it just right and cover this whole deer's face with this shirt.
Okay.
And you can hear how cocky I am because I made the perfect shot, So now deer won't see Batty coming in to do the coup de grace here, right?
Right.
That's our thinking. Oh, you plainly see Batty walk over there. And like if I'm that deer with the shirt on my head, Batty walks up, that deer looks right at him. But anyway, Batty, I'll give him credit. He jumps in there the second time, and it's like something from a damn slasher movie, like a cheap B-grade slasher movie. Yeah, it's bad. Then we had to drag that little off. It's bad. It's a whole bad. I even forgot that video was up there. But somehow Random went all the way back and watched that one.
That's the very first one. I'm gonna have to go back and watch that.
Yeah, I don't want.
And it's literally just footage. It's just, I filmed it with my phone. Made
Right.
Gooberhead hold the phone while we go in there after it. Oh, it shows him too. And when we turn the phone around and you see that dude, everybody watching will go, oh, yeah, oh.
Goober.
And I cannot think of the boys. He's a furniture. I can't think of his name right now to save myself. Oh yeah, Kyle, it's my boy Batty, as everybody knows from the pig videos. Oh, he ain't scared. Like I said, he jumps on a fully, except for a messed up back hip. Oh, he jumps on this deer with a little forward, with a little bit knife and just.
Batty's one of a kind.
Batty is.
Oh yeah, he is for sure.
Yeah, he's a killer.
And like I said, it's not edited. It's not a video. It's just some cool footage I took, and I wanted to show Batty or somebody, so I got me a YouTube account so I could post it and have people go look at it. Go watch this shit. It's crazy.
How many views does it have? Do you know?
I don't think many.
45.
45. But if you watch it and listen, when that deer gets up,
46.
It's bellowing at Batty. It jumps up and goes, bleh, and hits him in the right behind the thigh, poked him. He had a puncture hole in his thigh.
What was that? Oh,
that's like the hula hoop of death. There's one way back there at Jamie. Jamie used to do the flaming hula hoops and.
On fire, yeah.
Yeah, there's a hula hoop, a video of her out here in the road doing a damn flaming hula hoop shit. Doc, you see that picture I posted of Lindia on our 4-way chat back in the day?
I did.
That cigarette hanging out my
Cigarette hanging out of her mouth.
Hanging out the mouth.
Hang on, I'm gonna try to show it here.
Hair was darker.
Kickstart, the same Sportster she's got now.
You can't see the cigarette in that.
No, you can't. But she's kickstarting her damn Sportster, cigarette hanging out of her hair, cleared up a little.
What's up, Danimals?
Oh hell, I gotta fix my camera. I hate when it does that.
Oh, well, yeah. What are you doing? What are those? Where'd you get those from?
What's up, Danimal?
Where? From what?
Not many, bro, but it's insane. There is a part 2 also where they finish the job. Yeah, that's what I was saying. He chases us out the first time, and the part 2 is where we crawl back in there. Well, Batty crawls back in there. I wasn't doing it.
Hold on. Where'd you find those? But from what? You don't know? Why are you still out of here? You don't know? Okay.
That's the one I just showed, Jay. She's not mounting it. She's kickstarting it.
My bike was kickstart forever.
Forever. What's up, Mo Dog?
Forever and ever.
But it's the same 2 Harleys sitting in here. They've all been redone, but that was back in the day.
Hey,
What's up, Mo Dog?
I was one of the first women riders in Hickory.
Yeah. You got to remember when she was riding a Harley, it ain't like now where women are on bikes everywhere. In the early 80s or middle 80s and starting into the 90s, there wasn't no chicks on Sportsters.
Nope. I was the first.
Well, Lindia, weren't you also like one of the first female? We were talking about on the boat.
She was just gonna say it. Parts counter person in the Hickory area.
Yeah.
But also engine mechanic too, right?
Brake specialist.
Brake specialist.
Yeah,
auto mechanic,
that's what it was.
Certified auto mechanic. Yeah.
Yeah, when I met her, she was still like brake certified and stuff.
Yeah.
And that's what I used to say, when guys are out there working on their car and their woman always comes out there and tries to tell you what to do. Mine did the same thing, but her ass was right usually. I should listen.
Yeah.
But I was going to say, anybody doesn't know Danimals, he's from the catfishing lives. But he does metal art. He works at an aircraft place, but he does some very cool metal work. He made a big trophy for a catfishing thing, and he does very cool work. And he's funny. Thinks he's a lot funnier than he is.
I'll post the link.
What's up, Monty? But yeah, Danimals thinks he's a lot funnier than he is, but he's pretty funny.
Don't we all think we're a lot funnier than we really are?
Oh, hell to the yeah.
Like, I won't say anything, Lindy. I just hope John goes to watch back at some point.
He don't ever.
I don't.
He don't ever see the faces I make behind his back.
I don't pay it no attention. I'm so used
I'm
to
not
it.
gonna lie. I don't ever go back and watch the lives either, unless it's something that like I need to. But like, I never go back and watch them.
There we go, Danimals. Oh, Mark J beat me to it.
Mark J is the man.
Yes, you are, Mark.
Oh, speaking of which, Doc, I did something I think is very clever.
What's that?
1 second. Which I want to talk about Travis.
By the way, I love the jigs that Hank made. They happen to be right here. This is the one I used in the video that I just posted right here, and it's held up. It held up really nice.
Oh, that's cool.
Watch out.
You watch out.
Anybody that doesn't know, this is our bar stool that Mark J. Larson made us. But if you'll remember, Doc, in the traveling tackle bag, it had his trapping tags. So I put
Mark's trapping tags, right?
So I put one of his trapping tags on top of the stool.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. See, look at that. Somebody doing something with things from the traveling tackle bag.
No way.
I like
what a novel idea.
I wonder why you pulled it out.
Showing support to the community and passing it along and doing things with things that were in it instead of just eating Slim Jims.
No Slim Jims were harmed in the passing of the bag.
Oh, hell yes, they were. I molested the dog shit out of them old things.
Yeah, how did you do that night after eating those?
Oh, I blew it up the next morning. Then I blew it up the next day because there were some left.
Because you were talking about it not being.
We have separate bathrooms, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
Speaking of the bag, we're thinking maybe let's just put it back to what it was doing. Let's pick somebody to mail it to, and I'm just going to box it up just like it is and like it never left.
Stipulation, though, we got to know where it's going.
And they got to do a video and fish it. So anybody that's interested in getting in on the traveling tackle bag, comment on one of our videos, mine or Doc's or anybody's, or in here, and just say, I'm interested. Like, I think Ted's interested and Shane Flint's interested.
Well, yeah, I mean, Ted never got it. Billy from SoFlo never got it. Ted never got it. I don't think Kyle ever got it.
I don't think I said hello to Chatterbait Kenny. You and your hot dog. You got that Ricky talk, Chatterbait. I bet you got hot dog ass.
He had hot dog ass.
Chatterbait's one of our which we call him Chatterbait, but Kenny is one of our buddies.
Mo-Dog never got it.
Random Jay's interested.
Okay. Oh, that's right. Mo-Dog never got it.
So maybe we'll just do the Florida round and then send it up, or
yeah, that sounds good. That way.
I mean, I would say like I don't know who else here in Florida would want it besides Billy, but I know Billy's busy going, doing some captain stuff right now. He's trying to, get a captain's license like you did, Lindy. I think he's trying to get that done. Yeah. So maybe. I mean, I can always hit Billy up and see if he wants it, and then Billy can send it out, or do we just go ahead and? I mean, anybody in here tonight?
Random Jay's Florida. There's another Florida.
Oh, okay, all right.
That's right.
Then Shane.
I'm thinking maybe Norm G might even jump in on this, and he's a big channel.
Oh yeah, good thinking.
I could text Norm. I mean, he would be another good one. Oh, Kenny, you always funny. But I was going to say, anybody when we talk about Chatterbait Kenny, that's Kenny. In his hot dog ass, shitting on the guardrail at Donkeyland, peeing on himself. Kyle, did you say you were interested as well? Yeah, cool. Well, there's a handful right there, so we will get this in the works.
Definitely. Find out from SoFlo because he should have got it after you or Joe.
Right, and we got Jay. So there's two. The next two will be Billy and Jay.
And Norm G.
And Norm G. We'll try to hit them 3 Floridas, and then we'll move it up to Shane, Ted. Yes, to Shane. It's coming your way.
Yep. Yes, Shane.
What's up, Big Nasty? And Chris, I'm so curious.
Big Nasty?
What is the UDX 1313? That just appeared not too long ago. And I don't know what that is. Is that your
Oh, that's
CB
new.
handle? That's your CB handle. Breaker, you got UDX 1313.
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
1313 Mockingbird Lane.
Anybody know where that's from?
Yeah, I heard you the other day, Modog, talking about you used to live in Florida. Oh, anybody hadn't seen it, y'all have all seen the Wino Pop. If one of our mods will put in Modog's lure, I'm impressed. It may beat the damn Wino Pop. Dude, he took a kid's flip-flop and made a topwater bait and caught a freaking bass on it. I'm very impressed. Very, very impressed. With a freaking flip-flop. He didn't cut it. When the video started, I said, that's brilliant. He's going to cut it out like a frog, you know.
Uh-huh.
No, my man left it like a freaking flip-flop and caught it.
Which just goes to show you, like, why do we spend so much money on all these other different lures and everything like that? It's
when they want to bite. That's what we just talked about. When they want to bite, you know, I've seen it at Donkey Land. You can catch them on a Cheeto. I mean, you know, it don't matter. Whatever you get out there. Don't thank me, Modog. It's brilliant. I told you when I watched it the other day, it's freaking brilliant.
I got one coming.
But see, Modog, it depends on how they judge it. If they judge it by the lure, you get first place, in my opinion. But if the video has anything to do with it, then my brilliant Wino Pop video makes me the winner.
So who's judging it?
There's other people now. Who is it? Hank Snow or somebody's making a popper with a clothespin?
That was Hank. That's Hank.
Yes. So you know, I'm not saying we're not the winner, but
hey, Rob, long time no see, buddy.
Rob who?
Shiner guy.
Oh, what's up,
What up, Rob?
I missed you. Hope everything's okay.
Well, I hate when it moves when I'm highlighting somebody.
Yeah, you're right. You're right, Mark. It is. Jay,
I don't have the link. Just go or Modog. Is Modog a mod? Here, let me make Modog.
I'm a mod.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry. His frog video.
Okay, I'll put it up.
Where are our mods? I mean, I could do it, but it'll take me forever, and then you're just gonna look at the top of my hat the entire time I do it.
I'm there.
I got Lindy put the link, and I made
a video or a short.
It's a video, I believe. Yeah.
Now let me ask you this, John.
Frog, that one.
Who's judging it? Is it Ted that's judging it? Is
his kids and his dad? It's random people, I believe.
Okay.
Oh, dang, Rob!
What is the judging criteria?
What's he saying?
I hope Nana's okay. Telling her we're thinking about her.
Geez. Hope she's all right.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the judging criteria, John, for the contest? What is there? Do you know what the judging criteria is? Is it based on the video that you make? Is it based on like the lure itself?
I think all the above.
Fish? Like, is it just all the above?
Yeah, because see, I got to put Lindy's video together, which it's not going to be a big commercial video. We never got a fish with it, but it's a brilliant lure, and the reason she made her lure is a good reason. I mean, to me, it's another reason to be a winner, just because you know the story. So it's all the above. It's the story, the idea, the video. It's just.
Here we go, Modog's lure. I didn't put Modog's lure first time.
Okay, but yeah, anybody that hadn't seen it, I mean, it's brilliant. Brilliant. And see, Modog, I thought the same thing. You know, at Donkey Land, I can get them to hit anything, but my mind stopped at a damn wine cork. I went to the immediate, I know I can make a fishing lure with that. I didn't even think about, you went farther out of the box, which kudos. Now I want to make something out of something ridiculous. Here's Hank Snow. Hank, aren't you making a clothespin popper for the same contest? I'm glad, Rob. I'm sure you're happy.
Hank should win. I mean, he made me all these, which are awesome.
The hair jigs.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hank, I hope you enjoy the video if you haven't watched it already.
Well, thank you, Random Jay. I am kind of proud of the Wino Pop video.
Yeah, the old school commercial style was a good call. I like that.
I hadn't seen the newest one. I saw the short where you had it. I'll have to go look. I saw the
I saw the short with Hank in the clothespin.
And then there was another one where his daughter had painted it.
Yeah, it was like pink and green.
Like gator. I thought it was like gator colors. But anyway, I saw those two, but I hadn't seen the finished one. Oh, I will go check it out, Hank. I'm excited. There's another one. Hank, you're a mod. Put your link up for that video. You can find it quick.
Which one?
The Hank Snow, the clothespin popper would be the one I would assume he's talking about.
Gotcha.
Well, then that's going to be cool. I mean, that's going. I'm anxious to see who wins because they're all brilliant. I mean, but it does show that bass ain't hard to catch. We overthink that crap. Well, Doc, that's like me. I watch Hooked on Headwaters. They just did a whole video on how to catch fish there right now. You know, all the techniques to do it and what to do in the middle of the day. They didn't talk none about how me and Lindy have fished. None. So I was like, wow. No. I mean, that shows you there's that many different ways to get the job done. Oh, Shade Tree put up his video today, too. Oh, wow, I'm behind. I've been doing yard work.
Hank's got his video here. It was posted 2 days ago.
How did I miss it? I just saw it short not too long ago.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I still got to catch a fish with mine, too, but I fished with it a couple of times.
Yeah, we got one more. That's why I hadn't put the video together. We're going to Donkeyland tomorrow for one more shot at her catching one. And Lindy's will catch one, but it's got to be perfect. I mean, the stars have to be aligned. Truth be known, I have kept the Wino Pop on, and I've been fishing with it. It's like one of my lures now. But after the contest, I've told everybody, after the contest, I'm sending it to Ted, and he's got to catch a smallmouth with it. Then he's got to pick somebody to mail it to.
Got to make more.
Nah, hell with that. Oh, that's what we laughed about in Mo Dog's live. He was talking about making more flip-flops, and I wrote, to make my lure, all me and Lindy had to do was drink wine. To make his lure, he had to raise a youngin'. I win.
Not necessarily. I mean, he could always go to like a local elementary school and just steal kids' flip-flops.
But then I told Mo Dog that 2 bottles of wine.
Might get flagged for something at some point. I mean.
But then I told him drinking all that wine was probably why he had the kid in the first place. So it's all about the same.
It all works out in the end.
It all works out. And you never know, hell, you might wake up and you get a young'un just standing with her naked mama with hot dogs under her towel.
You want to get in your truck at 1:30 in the morning and go to Wiggle, Pennsylvania.
Thanks, Hank. It ain't no story from Ted, though, but I think Ted should make a video like one of them crime drama shows and reenact it.
Oh, my gosh, that'd be hilarious.
Get his wife maybe to play the girl under the towel or under the blanket or something. But with his kids, his boy's got to stand there with nothing but shorts on.
Actually, that could be a new series for Ted on his channel. He's got the live smallmouth fishing. He's got all now he could do true crime and
it would have, Jay, if you'd have entered.
I'll narrate it like Christopher Walken. Ted,
don't pull in, Ted.
It's up to the parking lot. There's a woman. Flashlight.
Can I do the
naked baby?
I want to do the dun dun
dun dun
dun dun dun dun.
Ted, we got this. We got this. Yeah,
yeah, that's the one in it. Dun dun.
Drive down here is what she said. She said, drive down here. It's on the left.
Ted will have to show his hot dog looking ass. Somebody's got to reenact that. Hell, we can use my butt. I'll be the damn black girl. I don't care.
And then the end of it would be like, and then when she got out, she had a hot dog ass. And Ted was like, I'm gone. The next morning, The cops
Okay, Doc.
at my door.
Yours would be more like bratwurst.
Doc, you got to say it like a pack of hot dogs, because that's what he said. If you just say hot dog ass, that's like, huh? I mean,
That's true.
her butt looked like
Ass.
two packs of hot dogs.
Her ass like a pack of hot dogs.
But Doc, is the emphasis on hot or on dog?
I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys tell me in the chat. I'll put it up. We'll put the emphasis on either one.
Dogs.
Okay, Random J, if a woman's ass looks like 2 packs of hot dogs, I'm assuming it's all cellulite and all rolly. You know how hot dogs got all the little rolls in them.
Hold on. Wait. Hold on.
Show your ass,
So
Doc.
happens, I'm prepared for a situation like this.
I thought Doc was Gary drop his short, say, this is a hot dog ass. He must have a pack of hot dogs. It's bad.
This is a pack of hot dog ass.
So now you picture 2 of those together is 2 hot dog asses.
Hold on, wait. It just so happens I'm prepared for a situation like this. This is what got out of Ted's truck.
There you go. Doc, get a little tape. You could reenact it right now. Tape them to your ass.
I know before 9 o'clock, Rob. 3 minutes. He couldn't wait.
Oh, Rob, you missed. Rob, I don't think you got to hear the story, did you? That was at the beginning about the whole Ted. Oh, that was like at 8:10 we started down that trail.
Oh, Shiner? No, Rob didn't get to hear that one.
Oh,
Talking about being off the rails. No, the rails made a right turn and went to Doodleville. Went right past.
Was it Doodle or Wiggle? What?
Wiggles.
Ted lived in Wiggles and the other one was Doodle, wasn't it? Yeah, Wiggles, and she lived in Doodle. Because he dropped her off on the Doodle Bridge or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
But the real names are just as funny. Ted lives in Mifflin. I think, is it Mifflin or Milflin?
Is it Milfin or Miffin? Mifflin?
Now, Milfin is funny. If it's Milfin, that's funny. But I think it's the F first. It's Mifflin.
Is it Mifflin?
I think it's Mifflin.
Mifflin. In Pennsylvania.
I live in Mifflin, Pennsylvania. Yeah, I like Stifler's mom too.
Ted ain't saying shit. Yeah, I don't live there.
We know who definitely don't live there is.
That's right, Jay. Bottom line, it ended at the corner of Doodle and Wiggle.
All right, Jay.
All right, Beards, we'll be there. If we're not, text me. We're shortly there. I'm coming.
All right,
We're
Jay.
going to go fishing around Beards and Bass tomorrow.
I'm going to a party.
Oh, yeah?
Yay, party.
Beach party or pool party?
Pool.
Pool.
Cool.
Not mine.
Doc, we got a lot of new
Which
people in
makes
here.
it better.
See, never mind. You did it. I'm about to say,
Did.
Doc, there's a lot of people in here don't realize you have a pool, but you just handled that, so never mind.
I saw your hockey team won. Whoop, whoop. Going to the Stanley Cup. Yeah, yeah.
Jay, that's funny since you're coming from north and Doc lives in Palm Beach Gardens. That's a way roundabout way.
I would have our way with you. No, Lindia, it was funny. Watching that game the other night, watching the Panthers game. You know, they're on at 8:00, and Jen likes watching Vanderpump Rules. I don't know if any of y'all's wives like watching that mind-numbing garbage, but she loves watching it. And apparently that night at 9:00 there was like the reunion. So Jen goes into our bedroom. I get the living room to watch my game, right? So I'm watching the game in the living room. Kinsley and Avery put them to bed around like 9-ish, 9:30-ish, right? The game's not over or getting ready to get over till just about 11. And I'm up there and like, you know, we scored. We're up 2-0. Then it's tied 2-2. Then we're up 3-2. So I'm excited. And then I kind of woke him up a little bit when Carolina scored when it was 3-3, and I was like, shit, like that. And then like they kind of like popped up. So that was at 3 minutes left in the game. And I'm sitting there, I'm watching, I'm like, all right, this one's going to overtime. It's going to be a late night. All right, I'm preparing for it. And then when Tkachuk scored with 5 seconds left, oh, there was no holding back. I was like, holy shit! Whoa! Are you fucking kidding me? Ah, I'm going nuts. Kinsley was the best because her bedroom is down our long hallway, and if I'm sitting in a certain area in the living room, I can see right down it. And I just happened to come back to that area, and I see her. She's up like this, and she goes, "Shut up!" and then lays her head back down.
I bet you were excited.
And Jen comes out. She's like, "Would you shut up?" And the dog's out, and he's all following me around.
And Random J, what you doing tomorrow? If you want to ride in the back of the boat with us, you can come to Donkey Land as well.
Oh, I know, Mo Dog. It was crazy. He had those overtime goals that Tkachuk made were crazy. I looked into tickets. I got a buddy of mine that has season tickets down there. He already got his tickets. Another buddy of mine, he tried to buy his the day after, and he had to wait till today to get his. I looked into tickets. Now, I just bought tickets for Jen and I to go to a concert in a couple weeks down in at the Hard Rock, down south. You know, the Hard Rock Casino. And I was like, all right, we got that. When we're going to go to Ocala, I was like, I don't need to be going broke over the summer. The cheapest ticket I could find by the time I was able to actually get on and look for tickets for the game, $545 a seat.
Wow.
Yeah, hang on.
And that's not in the area that we normally sit in when we go to the games. We like to sit in a certain section. This is in the nosebleeds, like $545.
Wow.
Hold that thought, Doc. Yes, Random J. Look, Beards is fishing by himself. Come jump in the boat with him. We'll do a little tournament thing.
They're from the same area too.
Oh, that'll be fun.
No, Jay's from West Side up. But anyway, you meet at Donkey Land. If you don't know how to get there, Random J, text me in the morning and we can meet like around 9:30ish or a little before there at the Pilot at Yeehaw Junction. So just handle it. But yeah, come on, we'll put you in the boat. That's right, Beards. Bring your own food and your gear. We'll show you where we've been catching them at. I mean, we know where they were last time we were there. We'll get there and have some fun, film back and forth. That'd be 3 channels filming. That'd be good.
Yeah, that'd be cool. And then if you guys shared all the footage together.
Sound like a plan.
That'd be really cool.
He's a Lightning fan. Well, I'm the Thunder.
Lightning and
what
the
is that
Thunder.
damn song? Did you hear that recording I put on there, dude? I hear that song everywhere now. I was a young gun with a short fuse. I know it by heart. Hang on. I was a young gun with a short fuse. I was uptight, want to let loose. I was dreaming of bigger things and somebody leave my own life behind. Not a yes, sir. Not a follower.
We'll just let him keep going, Lydia. We'll just let him keep going.
I hear that shit everywhere, man. It's so stuck in my head. The gay dance he does as soon as he goes, because I'm the light, and he does this little, and it's just.
Yeah.
Who is that? Imagine Dragons? Isn't that who that is? Yeah, Imagine Dragons.
I think so. Yeah, Mo Dog.
I am Damn John.
Mo Dog, I'm the same way, man. Like I will root like when the Panthers were out of it, and we have been for a couple years, but I always root for the Lightning when they're in. Got to root for the Florida teams in hockey. I won't do it in football. Can't stand the Dolphins.
I don't like the Dolphins either. I don't watch sports. I just don't like them. And yes, I don't like them on purpose. But don't.
John needs to be a DJ.
That's what I said, Damn John. I've been called that my whole damn life. I've been a DJ my whole life, Damn John.
He was in North
Carolina.
Carolina.
Every boat I've ever owned has been a John boat. every letter I've ever got from a woman has been a Dear John letter, so I've heard it all.
And every time John goes to the John.
That's what I said. And yes, a bathroom is called a John. And my last name is Hedrick, and in the Navy they call a bathroom a head. So I was like toilet. So I've heard it all. Yeah, Jay, random Jay. Jay is for real, which is cool. I'll be calling both of y'all Jay, which will be funny all day.
You can really confuse the two out and be like, "Hey, Jay," and then both of them turn around.
I don't even know if Jay is Beards and Bass's name. That's just what I call him. I think he mentioned it one day, and I went with it. But then again, I called
Jesus Michael. Christ, I hope it is. I've been calling him that forever.
But you remember I called Michael Altieri Michael Bruiser for like a year and a half. Thought it was
but that wasn't. But Michael never told you his last name.
He thought it was cool.
You just made that up on your own, and that's what you went with.
If Michael thought it was cool, he thought I'd give him a cool nickname. What's up, Annie Finn?
What up, Annie Finn?
Oh, today Annie Finn was somebody packed up for their camping trip with his boy. Anybody doesn't watch Annie Finn, he's got two redheaded boys that remind me so much of damn me, man. I love them boys. But anyway, somebody packed up for his camping trip. He had 3 cases of beer and 1/5 of liquor. He thinks he's going to be fine. So you'll be fine.
How long's he going?
With one hand.
I don't know where he's going. He's a Yankee.
Well, no. But how long is he going?
3 days, I guess. I don't know.
3 cases of beer, 3. Yeah, you should be good.
3 cases of beer, 1/5 of liquor by himself.
For 3 days?
Yeah.
Should be all right.
I'll spare and
oh, he's in the outhouse living the dream. There you go, son. Ain't nothing like crapping in nature. I'm going to have to look at maybe some bank fishing just to check out some places for the yak. Need to buy a damn boat again there, Mo. There's no way I could kayak. I can't stand sitting in the boat and fishing, let alone sitting down on the water.
I'm starting to notice a lot of guys down here are getting into the kayak fishing. I'm starting to see more and more of it.
Yeah, no.
You got
especially for like the snakeheads and the peacock, because they're trying to get into areas that like all these other bigger boats and stuff, especially on like Lake Ida and Lake Osborne, because there's, I don't know if you guys remember when you were down and we fished Lake Ida, there's little offshoot canals, even Stubbs Creek where we go. There's little offshoot canals that you just can't get to in a boat, and like these guys are saying they're catching like massive snakehead and a lot of peacock just by putting the kayaks up in there.
Yeah.
We can get in there.
Oh, well, yeah.
Doc, if you'd have been with us.
I know you. Oh, yeah. I know you got no problem trying to get in there. But I'm talking about some of these other guys down here, this area, that just, they're not even going to chance it.
Dude, if
they don't want to get nothing scratched, they don't,
Go back and watch that latest Three Forks where we're rolling down that path.
Oh, yeah. No, I watched it. Oh, yeah.
When I talk about we start bumping bottom, and you can see it in the boat. The boat starts doing. We're going. I could feel like, and you could feel it was more. And I looked over at her, and I was like, "Now is the time to make the decision." That was the turning point right there. I kind of looked at her. She kind of looked at me, and because the minute I let off that throttle, we were done. It was over.
Oh yeah.
Put the bottom down.
Yeah, it was.
You settle. It's done. It's somebody's getting out and pushing, and I damn sure know it wasn't going to be Lindia.
And Random J, we're going to Donkeyland, Kenansville, Yeehaw Junction. Like I told you, if you don't know how to find the lake up the dirt road, be at Pilot at like 9:30. Text me in the morning. Let me know you're going to be there. Pilot at Yeehaw Junction. Oh, I know, Beards. I was showing Lindy your new intro, which includes you pushing your boat off the damn dirt. Many of people have made that statement.
Pelican Bass Radar was free.
Oh, I know the little pelican. Dude, we passed one of those in the canal coming in from Headwaters the other day. Two big boys. Is that the little plastic ones look kind of like a pontoon, got the separate little, yeah. I think a bass, that might be I don't know, a little bitty boat. But yeah.
Where were you, Modog, where were you at down here in Florida? What, were you closer to like the Tampa Bay area? And I'm just saying that because you said you were a Tampa Bay Lightning fan. Were you closer to that area?
I would walk around Donkeyland.
Huh?
You ought to see where the Gators
Well,
are.
you know, do you guys follow
Ain't walking around Donkeyland.
John Lindia, do you guys follow Bill Sikora?
Who?
Bill Sikora, the Florida bass paddler. He's part of our Bruiser bait team.
No, I don't follow.
He was just he's a big kayak fisherman. He was always fishing on Lake Ida, Lake Osborne. He just recently moved up to Tallahassee, and he's like not. I think he's sponsored by one of the kayak. It might be Pelican or Hobie. I can't remember which one he's sponsored by. He was actually featured in Florida Sportsman magazine. But I mean, he's constantly out fishing on and some of the stuff he does in the places he goes in his kayak are really cool. It's just, I don't know. It almost seems like working out and also fishing to me. And I kind of want to keep those two things separate.
Let me tell you a little story, Doc. The video that we just made where we raced the storm back to the boat ramp, right?
Was that the day you guys got? That wasn't the day you guys got stuck, was it?
No, I want to talk about that.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to talk about that in a minute too. But no, this is the video I just made where we run back to the boat ramp. We're about halfway down the main canal to the boat ramp. There's kayak dude pedaling, right? Heading to the ramp. And you can see the storm is almost there. Mm-hmm. We slow down beside him. I look over on the side of his kayak real big. It says, Flat Out Tungsten, Bruiser Baits, Bass Addiction. I slow down and say, oh. I was like, what's up? I said, we're sponsored by Bruiser. Guy looks past his mask real cocky and goes, Steve. And I went, yeah. I said, all right, man. So we haul out, this rain's coming. So we're up in the truck and it's raining like hell, right? We're sitting in the truck. I look out past the no wait sign up the canal. I was like, here comes contestant number 4 with his winning stringer. And literally we sit there about 15 minutes and I go, he's still coming. About 15 more minutes, like, he's still coming to the dock with his catch. And I'm not lying you, Doc. He finally got there.
Uh-huh.
It took him, I'll bet, 45 minutes getting the kayak up to his truck, getting everything out of the kayak, putting it in his truck, doing it. I mean, dude, I was like, ain't no way that I'm going to do that in reverse to get in the water, then pedal as far as that dude had to pedal down. You got to go a long way down that canal before you ever break out into fishing water.
Yeah.
I don't understand the not being friendly to one fisherman to another. I don't understand the.
What are you talking about?
What, he just kind of like pull his mask down and go, Steve? Like
questioning me, I guess.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Yeah.
No.
I mean.
He's a damn kayaker. I mean, they all got freaking attitudes.
I don't.
Not you, Modog. No disrespect.
I don't think that would have been Bill, because I don't think Bill has any kind of Flat Out Tungsten or Bruiser bait stuff on his kayak.
Yeah.
This was a gooby look. It's a gooby. If you're watching, I'm sorry. I don't mean to call you a gooby, but he's a gooby.
I mean, you would think, like, if you saw somebody else like, oh, hey, we're sponsored by Bruiser, and you got all their stuff. Oh, really? What's your name? Oh, how'd you get involved with it? I know there's a storm coming, but I mean,
at least throw up a hey. I'd have damn towed him to the ramp if he'd asked me. I mean,
yeah, right. Steve. Yeah, Steve. And I'll tell you what, Steve says your ass is going to get wet here in a minute because I'm gone. Good luck. Bye.
I keep telling Lindy that, like Headwaters and Donkeyland, when it gets that hard wind coming from the ramp, that I'm just going to ride around to kayakers and say, $20, I'll haul you to the ramp. I'll pull your kayak on the bow and let you crawl in, and we'll take you to the truck. If I was a kayaker, the way that wind blows, sometimes I'd be like, hell to the
yeah. Dude, I'll never forget the first time I took Jen and I went kayaking. The first time she'd gone kayaking, right? And we were at Phil Foster Park, or not Phil Foster, John D. MacArthur State Park over here, which will lead to Phil Foster Park. And you're not supposed to take the kayaks past a certain point. However, ain't nobody watching you. So it was me and her, and then her friend and her friend's boyfriend at the time. And they're like, oh, we want to go, like, let's go over to the island. And there's a little island out there called Munyon Island. I'm like, I'm looking at all of them. Now Jen and her friend's boyfriend at the time, none of them are boat people. Okay? None of them understand how tides work, how wind works, nothing like that. I'm like, you do realize it's all smooth sailing right now because the tide is going that way. And the wind is also going that way. When we goes to heads back, the tide is still going to be going that way, but the wind is also going to be going that way.
The tide. Hey, you guys, it's the
Dude,
tide.
we got halfway back, and Jen's like, I can't. And I'm doing like this, and I look back, and Jen's friend and her friend are just like, it was the most awful experience heading back.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you, Lindy, how bad, like, I mean, I didn't need to work out for like the rest of that month. Like, you talk about arms and shoulders, it was.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Similar story was when we made the igloo, when we got a lot of snow, when we lived in North Carolina. We were sore for a month. Yes.
We worked 3 days to make us a damn igloo.
In the front yard.
Dude, I couldn't move, son.
Yeah.
It's horrible.
But I mean, like, and I see, just doing that, because we were on, it wasn't the pedal. I had to paddle that damn thing. It's a 2-person kayak. And it just, I mean, like, up here, your arms, your chest, everything just like burns. And then the next day, I'm just like, you can't even lift up. What up, Anti?
I've thought of Anti so much now when I watch the news.
Amen, Anti.
Every time they say anti-Semitism, I think of Anti-Jack. And I'm being honest, dude. I do. Every time I'll go, anti-Semitism.
Oh, I'm sorry, Danimals.
What did Animal say?
I'm sorry to hear that.
What's up, Mr. Anti? And remember, Anti, you be careful driving around Florida. We just a bunch of racists ready to attack.
True.
You see that on the news, Doc? The big warning about, yeah.
Is that not just a political stunt? If you ever heard one?
Yeah, considering the state of Florida saw a record number of tourism and tourism dollars coming to the state this year, but yeah.
And you know what's funny? What do I call my neighbor, Doc? And you can say it. My buddy.
Anti.
What do I call my neighbor buddy right here?
The Jew.
Jew boy.
Jew boy, yeah.
When things were killing his animals, remember I kept telling him it was the Jubacabra. But he tells better Jewish jokes than me. He pulled up one day and I made some kind of Jewish joke and he looked at me and says, "And frankly, you're starting to upset me," and drove off. And I went, "And Frank, that was good."
But see, like normal people can joke around about things like that. Like we can joke. It's okay to make a honky joke. It's okay to make a Jewish joke or yeah. You want to know why? You want to know why? Because it's funny. Because it's funny.
It's
exactly. I don't know, but.
And we're from the South. We love NASCAR. Rubbing is racism.
And if you've been watching NASCAR, according to Bubba Wallace, is now dealing with some more racism because apparently there was some derogatory slur over his radio. Somebody intercepted his radio broadcast and said something that got him all Bubba hurt or hot dog ass hurt or whatever it is.
Which aggravates me, man. I like rap music and all that, but who's the black guy that was on the Bassmaster Tour forever?
Latimer?
Ish Monroe.
Oh, Ish Monroe.
You know, they all have a theme song when they come walking out to weigh in now. It's like wrestling, you know?
Yeah, it's getting a little WWE.
But Ish Monroe always walks out to, I like it when you call me Big Papa. You know, Notorious B.I.G.
Mm-hmm.
If I said that's the song he should walk out to, I'd be a racist.
Why?
You know what I mean? I mean, it's just what gets me. It's
Gibbon.
What's up, Dibbin?
What's up, Dibbin?
Peaches.
Oh, what's that song? Millions of peaches.
Peaches for me. Millions of peaches
for free.
Peaches for free. You know who sang that, right?
Yes, but I got to think a minute.
The President of the United States of America.
That's right.
Everybody's offended about
Okay, what was their big song, though?
Peaches.
I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know. I thought they had another one. I thought they had another one besides Peaches.
No, Peaches was it.
Oh. Is it better to have a butt that looks like a peach or a butt that looks like 2 packs of hot dogs?
Depends on what side of the town of Pennsylvania you're from. Are you from Wiggles or you're from Dibbles?
But if
whatever it was.
If you're from Dibbles, the fuzziness of the butt might be important.
What was it? Dibbles and Wobbles or Dibble? What did you call it? I don't even remember now.
Wiggles and Dibbles or something. I don't know. I have to go back and watch the damn live now so I can know what the kid said about.
See, I gave you something to do for later.
That's right, Rob. Not many people get rested in a fishing tournament, but Ishmael managed to do it.
That's true.
He's not in the dog booty.
You didn't mean to call the fun. That's right. You didn't know Peaches was going to. That's it. Good Lord. Come in and say one word and get everybody stirred up about Peaches.
It doesn't take much, Dibbin. It doesn't take much.
You roll in here with a name like Dibbin, go talk about what we're doing. Come on now.
And it being 9:30, and we haven't really gone off the rails that much.
Not too bad.
Beard's hitting into hot dog booty.
We're going to check you out there, Gibby.
There's so much wrong with that sentence.
Yeah, hot dog booty does sound a little weird. Maybe Random J, maybe this is a...
Yeah, he might want to rethink about meeting you over there at the pilot
hot
at
dog
9:30.
booty said.
Oh, what Bogley was going to do hot dogs.
Yeah, Bogey was going to open that hot dog stand, which he never did.
Which he never did. I'm a little upset.
But I'm thinking that Jay told Random J to bring his own lunch, so Random J should show up with corn dogs. I'd show up with corn dogs. Oh, we're way past that, Jay. We don't hit President of the United States. You know who else? You know what else the President of the United States did? They used to rob banks. Patrick Swayze was in that group.
No.
Those were dead presidents, weren't they?
The ex-presidents.
Ex-presidents.
Don't mess with one of my favorite movies of all time. It's the best worst movie of all time. It is the
okay.
best,
If you
worst
can do
movie of all
Christopher
time.
Walken, I'm sure you can do a great freaking what's his dumbass name?
Busey?
Matrix dude. Keanu Reeves.
Oh, dude, it's so easy to do Keanu Reeves. All you gotta do is go, whoa. He does it in every movie. Go back and watch every Keanu Reeves movie ever. Whoa. That's it. Like that's Keanu Reeves.
The hot dog booty is almost off the rails. It's not there, man. It's Ted's story.
Almost, Shane. Almost. I never said we didn't go almost. I said we just haven't gone completely off the rails yet.
Yeah.
You got a problem with it, you drive to Wiggles, Pennsylvania, and you handle it with Ted.
I'm never picking up anyone ever on the side of the road anywhere.
Ever.
It's not happening.
I even asked Ted, I was like, well, the blanket around her, wasn't that an alarm? He goes, no, it kind of made me feel better because she had the baby wrapped up in there, like she was, how at least taking care of my little one that's only wearing a diaper. Because I didn't know she was naked underneath that. Dude.
Yeah, there's not enough hand sanitizer, disinfecting wipes, Lysol for me to clean the surface of the truck that my wife would sit in, like on that side of the truck, to ever make it right. I would just be like, I'm sorry, I have to trade this truck in. Why? Hot dog ass. It has to go.
You got that right.
Why?
And when the guy at the dealership's like, what just please, I will take 10,000 under market value. Just please. You know what? As a matter of fact, instead of selling it, do me a favor. Can we just unbolt the seat? You guys give me a new one. I'll pay $10,000 for the new seat. Take that one and fucking burn it. Like, just burn it. Burn it. I want it, like, and just do me a favor. As it burns, can we burn the ashes that came from the burnt seat?
Why does that make me think of a Limp Bizkit album?
Because Limp Bizkit's awful, and one of their albums was called the Chocolate Starfish and the hot dog water or some shit like that.
Chocolate Starfish and hot dog flavored water.
Yeah, which has to deal with asshole. Which is exactly what Fred Durst is. He's such a hack. Don't get me started on Limp Bizkit. Don't piss me off tonight.
I do, KP. I wear a diaper in the boat. Makes the day go by easier. If everybody remembers KP, he's the other half of the Hog Leg Live early in the morning.
What up, KP?
KP, Kenneth Powell.
Welcome.
You can talk about hot dog booty and all you want, but don't bring up feet. My man's got a thing for feet. He likes feet.
Oh.
And yes, KP, I brought
KP, are you on feetfinder.com? That's a thing.
Yeah. Oh, I can't stand ugly feet. I hate ugly
No,
feet.
but that's a thing. There's a website called feetfinder.com. That's a thing.
Yeah.
We hope you do too, Ken.
Yeah. Hope you do too, KP. No, but Feet Finder is a thing. It's a real actual thing where, like, dudes can go on and request pictures of, like, women post their feet. It's a thing.
Oh, I didn't even told any. Okay, do you know who Two Turnt Tony is?
Two Turnt Tony?
Two Turnt Tony.
No.
Okay.
Is this a YouTube guy or like a TikTok thing?
A shorts guy. And apparently has made a buttload of money off his OnlyFans, and don't mind it, because he'll go out and tip people big money, and he calls it dick money. He goes, here, I'll just give you a bunch of dick money. So, I mean, he's a funny. But he lives in Florida, and he does all this ridiculous. He's got a pet duck he takes everywhere. But he does ridiculous stuff. But I watched a short the other day, and they were at Arbuckle Creek Bar, his favorite bar, right outside of Sebring.
Oh, wow.
I know exactly where that is. That's right down the road. I'm going to find Two Turnt Tony. Dude, he's got like a couple million. He's filthy rich. And does waste money. It's fun. I mean, he's just funny.
Huh.
Yeah.
I've never heard of the dude.
He's got his own, like, Two Turnt Tony tea, one of these alcoholic teas. I mean, he got big enough. He's started a company, and
Nice.
he goes to all these events giving away the Two Turnt tea and all it. But his mom and dad are hilarious, so they're all part of this big. It's hilarious. It's funny.
He does like YouTube shorts.
Oh yeah, his daddy's an idiot. His daddy will do crazy shit. I mean, and mama's always bitching about what him and daddy are doing.
Was it Two Turnt Tony? Like
Turnt Tony.
You see, Shannon's in here. Anybody want to go watch a lady that knows what she's doing with a bunch of goats and baby goats?
Farming.
She takes care of farming. She does it all. Y'all need to go check her out. She's so
What's Rob showing? Everybody
fun
gonna
to
check
watch.
out. What are you checking out? Rob's got. There it is.
that guy.
Is he on the slip and slide?
He's in a pool. Looks like he's in Okeechobee.
We don't have a slip and slide.
He's closer, but he's got a mustache like a big Magnum PI mustache. Good looking
No.
guy.
Look
Show
at
it again.
That looks nice.
I can't see what you're looking at.
I mean, they look like they're having a good time. They're on like a big slip and slide on a gator. There's some girls in half bikini. Oh, that's
yeah, that's Tony. He's the one that's got like the black mustache, the good looking. The other one is the guy Poopies from Jackass. Is there driving the damn lawnmower thing? But his daddy and all is an idiot. I mean, he built his daddy like a tiki. I mean, he's got all kinds of money. Bought some sweet place, and he says he's on the edge of the lake, so he's either on one of them in there. But the water's way down. The one I watched the other day, they went out to film, and the water's down everywhere now. But they get the pontoon stuck out in the midst of hilarious fun. He's an idiot.
There is a big water park. I keep seeing it advertised on TV somewhere.
A what?
A big water park.
Out towards the coast. Maybe that's a snow. He took a bunch of tarps and put them around a zero-turn lawnmower, put a rope to a zero-turn lawnmower, and they're sitting there spinning it in circles.
Yeah, that's the one I was just watching.
Referring to.
I'll tell you what, I think we're going about this YouTube thing all wrong.
Why you say that?
I mean, we're sitting here, we're fishing, we're doing things we enjoyed. We should just act like a bunch of assholes and put tarps in our yard and drive around a lawnmower and.
Okay, first thing you got to do, Doc, is start up.
And you got to start out when you're 24. Yeah, I mean, like you got to be 24
and actually be able to wiggle your hot dog enough to make money from it. We all could start our OnlyFans. We all can't make money from it.
I don't know.
But see, now
I don't find that kind of shit funny. I'm sorry. Maybe there's some funny stuff he does on his channel. I don't know, but the one I just watched, I don't find it funny. I don't know.
His daddy will challenge him. They'll get the cast net and he'll throw it, and whatever he catches in the cast net, he's got to get it tattooed on his leg. He's got some weird shit tattooed on his leg.
He's recreating Jackass. He's not. I don't know.
He's making money and spending. I don't say I want to be like him. Dude's got like 10 million followers.
No. I don't know. It just doesn't do anything for me.
Dude's got 10 million followers. If I can take Tony fishing, by God, we shall blow up.
Yeah, but he doesn't seem like the type of guy that would go fishing. He'd want to go fishing, and then he'd want to tickle your chocolate covered starfish with hot dog water and I mean,
I don't think he's gay with all the damn.
No, I'm not saying that, but he'd be like, hey, it'd be funny if I did this if I took the eyelet of this fishing pole and stuck it in your asshole, that'd be funny. Let's make a video about that,
I've never seen that out there. I don't know what shorts you watch on YouTube.
I'm just saying that's the kind of stuff those guys do. It's it's just like shock factor. I don't know. I hate that kind of shit on YouTube.
Changed the meaning of
like it.
You sure changed the meaning of slip and slide.
I mean, he did have some really good-looking young girls sitting out there, so he's obviously doing something well. I'm sure they're with him because he's a great guy and not because of the millions of followers and the money that he has. I'm positive they're with him for his personality. I'm positive.
It's the money. Oh, dude, he threw his cast net on the game warden and he got pissed. He had to give him dick money, as he called it. But anyway, he went to his bar and he said it was I saw it on the sign. It said Arbuckle Creek. I said, oh, I know where Arbuckle Creek is.
That's in Sebring.
Right. It's between us and Sebring. You got to cross Arbuckle. Like when we go to Istapoga and all, that's all down that way. Yeah. Oh no, what KP saying no to? You don't say no to too much there, brother.
Probably about the whole thing about the fishing pole.
Well, he's usually behind. You got to figure KP's answering something that happened about 5 minutes ago.
Well, that would make sense. Because we talked about that 5 minutes ago.
Oh, but real quick, since we're getting there, we're already at 9:34.
Oh, yeah.
The storm we got caught in at freaking Donkeyland.
Yes.
Not the one in the video.
Right now.
That was a headwater.
No, that was a headwater. Yeah, because you sent me a text after that one.
Dude, we watched that storm go around us.
No pole.
Yep.
All right, Ted, I'll watch her as long as she's at Donkey Lantern headwaters. I'll keep my eye on her. Anyway, we watched it go around us past the boat ramp, and we're fishing. And all of a sudden, you felt that wind just whip around, start blowing hard from that way. It rolled over the lake, cut us off from the damn dock, and one of the hardest storms we sat in. I'd say number 2 of shitty storms we rode out in the boat.
One of them was at the beach in Topsail, North Carolina. This was the second hardest.
It was bad.
We banked. That's how bad it was.
Dude, I mean, the storms have been like ridiculous.
Yeah, they have.
And they've been just like popping like so fast. Like yesterday, we were sitting here, and they're like, "Oh, tornado warning heading like by Lion Country Safari heading this way. Garden, Westlake Gardens. Look out!" And it's just like, again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. This lightning was horrible. It was loud. It was scary. It blew.
See, and it's not so much a tornado, like being out on the water, like with a tornado. Like, I mean, okay, yeah, tornado's gonna suck.
Yeah.
But I can tell you this: if I'm gonna get picked up in a tornado, it might not be too bad to be picked up on a lake because I'm gonna land in water.
That's what I told her. At least we weren't going to get hit by something because the water was coming across the whole lake.
What worries me about being out on the water with one of those storms is the lightning. That's what worries the shit out of it. For me, is the lightning when you're out on the water like that. No.
Well, I run us up against the dike. The dike was 4 foot taller than us. I run up in some thick shit. And we just kind of, and like I said, not thinking, got downwind. And dude, we looked up from under the cover. We had umbrellas and coats on us.
And put the power poles down.
I looked up one time in the middle of all that shit, and I'm not shitting you. It was like 2 of our yards. And we got a pretty big yard. It was 2, maybe 3 of those of floating hyacinth mashed all around us.
Between us and
it just moved it all that in
the lake.
I mean,
had us pinned to the bank.
Had us pinned to
I told her, I said, it's going to suck when this is over. We're in a hell of a mess. We got back under there, and it honked and raised hell another 20 minutes. We stuck our heads back up, and every bit of that shit was gone. Yeah. It done blown
out.
The other way.
Yeah, it just moves across the lake. Yeah. I mean, it's just a constant,
But it had us cushioned against that bank.
Yeah, I felt safer with the lightning all being and all that weed. Look at Ted said 37.
Damn. I don't know. I got my truck today from work, and as it was just sitting in the heat, when you first get in your truck and the thermostat reads 109.
Yeah. The humidity was horrible today. 37.
That's right, Rob. And if we see it, it's for like 30 minutes in the morning, maybe. Then the sun.
No. Listen. I saw 37 today. 37 mile an hour wind out back when one of the storms rolled through. About a 37 mile an hour wind come through the backyard. That was about it.
Yeah. We might see 47 once or twice a year. And
like I said, for 30 minutes in the morning.
Yeah, that's in February.
I know, Ted, that's going to be rough for you trying to get them Shane Flint fish. You got this, man.
Slow and low, buddy. Go deep.
Go deep.
That's what your mom said.
Go deep.
Go deep.
Into that hot dog ass.
Pretend.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that.
Pretend like the lake is that hot dog butt, Ed. Get all up in there, son.
Hold on. I got a visual for Ted for later.
Oh no, hot dog. Here come the hot dogs again. Ted, 44 is not warmer. I'm sorry to tell you that.
Yeah,
no. We got he's building a stage. Here we go. Oh, he's going to put a swim bait between the hot dog packs. I see it coming.
Ted.
Here you go, Ted.
Here you go, Ted. Get after it, son. There you go. Do the big nasty and the hot dogs.
The big nasty and the hot dogs. It wiggles.
And Doc, I think the hot dogs go the other way. The ripples are like a washboard. There you go. That's the hot dog butt he was talking about. There you go. The big nasty.
We'll just leave that there for the rest of the evening. All right.
Oh, we know.
Oh, yet we just did.
Oh, he gonna work that hot dog with a little Ted rig. What he gonna do? He got some of them Ted rigs from Joe. Speaking of which, where's Joe? I ain't heard from him all week. He ain't here.
Joe commented on my on the latest video that I just posted. I'm surprised, man.
Oh, I haven't seen it.
CKP, when did you post a video?
Hi, KP.
I posted a video today at 4:30.
I didn't see it.
We've been so busy. Oh, you would not believe. Well, anyway.
Well, no, listen. I went out. I was able to fish with the jigs that Hank sent me, and
I heard you talking about that.
They're awesome. The jigs are great, and like I said, I caught some peacock bass with them, and I had the footage, and I was sitting on it for a couple days because we had so much to do with Kinsley's dance competition and stuff like that. I never got the chance to sit down to edit, and then we've been winding down with the last few weeks of school here, and just got so busy with trying to get all that together. The girls have got so much going on because it's the end of their school year. So we're taking them here, we're taking them there. We got this graduation, that graduation, it just ton of stuff. So I finally actually had time the other day to sit down and edit the video together and make a thumbnail. And I was like, okay, I know I'm going to sit down and do the live tonight. And we've had half days at school, and today was a half day. I got home at like 12:30, and I said, all right, do me a favor. I looked at Jen. I said, do me a favor. I just need you to leave me alone for like 2.5, 3 hours. Just let me edit this together. Let me make the thumbnail. Just like give me 2.5, 3 hours, and please keep Avery. So she did, and I was able to crank it out. So
Cool.
And Ted, I get what you're saying. It's like deja vu. But you got deja vu. Deja vu.
yeah, are you guys gonna go out on the water on Monday?
What?
Are you gonna go out on the water on Monday anywhere?
No, we're gonna go tomorrow. Then we probably won't go till Tuesday.
Probably Tuesday.
Smart.
That ain't.
We're having my mom, her mom, my sister-in-law, my wife's cousin, some friends over for Memorial Day. I almost want to just go because they're not coming over till like in the afternoon. I almost want to go and just like post up a couple of GoPros at one of the local boat ramps from like 6 a.m. till like 10.
Yeah.
And just record footage. Have you guys ever watched like on Facebook or like on Instagram? I think it's a channel called Miami Boat Ramps. Boat Ramps. Have you ever watched that?
Boat ramp.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The shit show.
Oh my God, it's awesome. And I can just I know you guys have seen a ton of stuff that happens at the boat ramp, but like just remember that boat ramp that we put in at when you guys came up this way and we tried to go do snook fishing out at Burt Reynolds.
And the guy parked his boat on the ramp and just left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That ramp right there where we put in, I've seen so much more. Like there was a guy, I don't know how he did it. He had his boat on the side of the damn dock. The trailer was like it was like sideways. I don't know how he did it. He got his goddamn wheel of the trailer in between that part, the part of the dock that's like that. He got it in between there and then proceeded to put his boat on the trailer on it. And me and my buddy Dan we were in his boat and we just sat there and I'm like, dude, no, we're just going to stay here for hours. Let's just watch. Let's just watch what happens.
And then
it was hours before this guy got it off.
Well, I don't figure it's going to be a lot of people bass fishing. I don't know. I think they're going to be doing the family thing.
Or just go like we do, go in the afternoon, and 90% of them are already gone by lunchtime.
I mean, like, yeah, I don't think it would be crazy. I think Headwaters is going to be a zoo. I think Headwaters is going to be a zoo because it's Monday. You got guys that are off of work. I'm sure that like I think Headwaters will probably be busy. I can't see
their wives
Kenansville
are
being
not gonna
busy.
let them go. The wives are going to make them stay home.
You think so?
Take the family. Yep.
Random J, I told you like 9-ish at the Pilot, or are you going to the boat ramp? Do you know how to get to Kenansville? If you don't, be 9-ish around the Pilot there in Yeehaw Junction and text me and tell me where you're at. By that time. So that's exactly what to do.
Down here, every boat ramp, I don't care where it is, from Stuart, Port St. Lucie, all the way down. It's
everywhere near a sandbar is going to be horrible.
Oh yeah, I bet it will be. Yeah, coastal. Yeah.
No, starting tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. But
like when we used to go on a regular basis, we have friends of ours that live near one of the sandbars. Her house is actually, that's not on the water, but her street is, right. Her street dead ends at one of the canals that leads out to the Intercoastal Waterway, and they're allowed to dock their boats right up against that seawall that ends at the very end of their road. Their road's a dead end. Well, what we used to do is, like, we would take the boat on a Thursday night, drop it in the water at Burt Reynolds, run up the Intercoastal, and dock the boat there for the weekend. This way, when we want to take the boat out, we would just drive to their house, park at the dead end of their street, take the boat out, and not have to deal with the ramp.
I don't care either way, Rob. We've been to Headwaters when it's slap packed and have great days. It don't make it down. Just don't be there at the crack of daylight when you get the early rush. Then you got the second rush around 9 o'clock. From 12 o'clock on, hell, half the people are gone.
Yes, you're right. You're right, Random J. Burt Reynolds down here in Jupiter. And we do have crazies down here. So I'm saying you could park across, you could just sit at Burt Reynolds ramp all day and never not be entertained.
Yeah, I bet.
That's right, Rob or Ted. From where we took you to where you were staying to where we live is like night and day.
Well, see, but that's the thing, though. Like a lot of people don't realize that, like Stuart, where he's talking about the coast, and then the interior of Florida, it's like two different worlds.
Yeah.
And to be honest with you, the majority of Florida is the interior of Florida. It's not. Yeah. It's not Stuart. It's not Jensen. It's not Jupiter. It's not like the areas over here by the coast. It's really the interior. I mean, we're a swamp.
But most people live on the outside edge. But speaking of which, Ted, me and Lindy had to go pick up all our new internet and cable boxes. We're driving down the road, and Lindy goes, "That's the neighborhood where we took Ted home." I looked up. It is where we took Teddy. And then there's Orlando.
And then there's Orlando, yes.
See, I never thought about that, but Coach flies into Orlando because that's the only place he'll do a direct flight from where he lives.
Okay.
Every flight he gets on is packed with kids going to Disney World. I never even thought of that.
Home of Casey Anthony.
Yeah, home of Casey. So Lindy hates that bitch.
I would like to put her in the ditch you dug.
She lives here.
I know, but she was from there.
Oh, yeah, no, yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's where Casey was buried.
Yep. But now she lives here in Palm Beach County, somewhere.
Yep.
Miami was scary. Yeah, Miami's scary. Oh, God.
Dude, I'll never forget the first time I took a group of students down to the Marlins ballpark when we were doing that baseball showcase. And we used to have our students do it. And we were down there. It was like he used to do the showcase in December. It was like it used to be the week like the right after Christmas and leading up to New Year's Eve. And we were down there, and it was like, I don't know, we're sitting there filming. It's like 10, 11 o'clock at night. And I hear one of my students, we hear like a bunch of pops, right? And I hear one of my students go, well, they're still setting off fireworks for like getting ready for New Year's. I was like, do me a favor, come away from the wall, like the open air. I'm like, that's not no. They're like, what? I'm like, those are gunshots. Do you realize where we are at?
Yep.
And then, sure enough, that night when we got back to the hotel, and I was watching the late news, right 2 blocks over from where we were, where the stadium was, there was a shooting of a 17-year-old kid, drive-by shooting right down there.
Yeah.
I'm like, God, I hate Miami.
You notice there's always drive-by shootings, but you never hear of a drive-through shooting.
That's true.
That's when I get mad. McDonald's in Okeechobee, there could be one car in the parking lot, and you're going to wait.
Mm-hmm. Dude, 2 years ago when we were down there in Miami, Brian, who we do the showcase for, he put us up in the Hilton on Biscayne Bay, which is a beautiful hotel. I mean, it is state-of-the-art. It's freaking gorgeous, right? You're right on Biscayne Bay. It's beautiful. However, right near Biscayne Boulevard, there's literally, you got Biscayne Boulevard that runs this way, and then like a block over is what they call Overtown, which is one of the worst goddamn ghettos in America. And we got back to the hotel. I want to say it was probably about like 12:30, in the morning that we got back. And, after sitting there working all day, you're nasty, shower up. And me and my buddy that do the showcase, we're just sitting in the room. We're just kind of winding down. And we hear what just sounds like, you ever like, remember 4th of July when you would get the big packs of like black cats?
Yeah.
And just light them off and you're like, that. We hear that and we're on the goddamn 15th floor of this hotel. I hear that and I'm like, damn. I'm like, what was that? And then literally like 30 seconds later, you hear all these sirens, and then we watch the news, and sure enough, like a block over from our hotel at an intersection, this freaking Bugatti got lit up with it looked like a freaking machine gun just went through the damn thing.
What did?
It did.
Wow. That's what it sounded like.
Yeah. I don't ever like Miami's a shithole, and I hope it falls in the ocean at some point.
I'm sure that's a lot like Miami, Divin, but without all the damn bikinis. And if you were serving, thank you for your service.
Yes, absolutely.
If you was just over there chilling, you a dummy. It looks fine, babe.
Is it plugged into the other end?
Mine's charging, and it's plugged into the other end of your thing.
So I do wonder where Joe was tonight.
Oh no,
Joe's been MIA for a week.
Well, he said he just commented to Doc's video. Doc just said that he put out today.
I commented back, and then I think some other comments that I got. Comment back to before we came on the live tonight.
Oh, he's in the Army.
Well, thanks for your service there, Divin.
Yes,
thank you very much.
Oh, wait a minute. Oh, drive-through shootings when people are expecting it. Drive by, it's a surprise. There you go. Thank you, Random J.
Thank you, Random.
Yes, thank you too.
Wait, speaking of which, Random J, I showed it to Lindia. A video popped up on my phone of you feeding peacock bass in a fish tank, and I swear it said it was 16 years ago.
Yeah, 16 years
A YouTube video said 16 years ago, and it's Random J feeding down peacock bass, live fish in a fish tank. I didn't even know
you've been around that long.
That's what I thought. Jay, how old is that video? I swear it said 16 years.
When did YouTube come out?
It's been
2007?
about
I don't know.
Was it 2007?
I don't know.
I remember. I know what the first video on YouTube was. It was a video of a zoo, and I think it was like an elephant, or was it a giraffe? I think it was an elephant at a zoo. That was the very first video ever on YouTube.
Well,
but I can't remember if that was 05? It was 05 or 07.
but the thing I was leading up to, if I'm not mistaken, Random Jay is wearing fatigues in that video. He's got like his fatigue pants and t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And he's feeding these big-ass peacock bass he's got in a fish tank. I'll find out more about that shit tomorrow.
If he meets you.
Dibbin got you February 14th, 2005.
There you go.
So it was Valentine's Day.
Well, happy Valentine's.
Won't you be my Valentine, YouTube? It depends, Jay, what you're being random about. We take care of Mom, and every conversation with her is random as hell.
Oh, boy. Don't go there.
Well, it is about that time. We got 4 minutes.
It was so good to get together with you too, Doc.
Yeah, had to see you. We missed you last week.
We've just not been like almost 2 months now.
Yeah, it's almost been 2 months between
Yeah.
like everything that I've had going on, and then like you guys had the cable internet issue. I told you you weren't getting that up and working.
Dude, we still got shit going on. I had to get a tech to come out
I told you would.
because I replaced.
Comcast sucks when it comes to that shit.
We replaced 5 boxes. Me not thinking 2 of them were wireless. So when I got wired boxes, I got home and had nowhere to plug 2 in. So I run the wires, got out there to my main box. There were no empty outlet things. So they had to come put a bigger switch on it, splitter.
Uh-huh.
And now every once in a while, you'll have a TV on. And it'll tell you got to turn one of your boxes off so this one will work. You're like, what?
I have to get on the Xfinity Assistant thing, and then it does the live chat with me, and it says, okay, try this and see if this works. It says,
Pain in
okay,
the ass.
give me a few minutes, and I'm going to try something else. So I have to wait a few minutes. Then it says, okay, try this and see if it works.
All right, Teddy, get on some fish tomorrow.
Good luck, Ted.
Good night, buddy.
And I guess we're going to go with Random J and Beards and Bass. It's going to be an adventure.
Yep.
I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Oh, Beards is going to be a handful.
Oh yeah, I see Random J.
Yeah.
That's gonna be an interesting.
Because Jay's a good guy, but they are kind of different. I mean, it's going to be fun.
Yeah, they're very different. That's gonna be an interesting. That's gonna be an interesting combo on the boat. I'm like I said, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
And we're going to be able to sit in our boat and watch. So it'll be cool.
I like it.
And if freaking Beards and Bass gets on a bunch of fish, we'll never hear the end of it. God almighty, I got to make sure I catch more than him.
Yeah, you better. Otherwise you will never hear the end of it.
Never hear the damn end of it, son.
Nope.
He'll start videos with that shit.
Promoting his socks with it.
Promoting his socks with it. Hey, I wonder if he'll bring me a free pair of socks. That'd be kind of sweet.
You don't wear socks.
Speaking of socks.
I was going to make puppets with it.
Speaking of socks, they were talking about this on the news, and they said this is about the busiest the airport has been since pre-COVID conditions. Said it's been really so busy, but the question of the day was, do you wear socks when you take your shoes off at the airport? Then what do you do afterwards? Do you take your socks off before you put your shoes on? Do you not wear socks when you take your shoes off? Do you walk with your feet on the airport floor? They say that is about the nastiest floor there is with germs and all at the airport. And I never thought about that.
See,
I don't worry about germs. And it's funny you say that because my co-teacher, she's a big germaphobe. Like she still to this day will open a door. Like she opens the doors at school like this. Like she'll use her shirt and she'll open. I'm like, I'll lick that fucking doorknob. I don't care.
I use my shirt.
Care.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, you want to, because I have an immune system and I want to build it up. So like, yeah, no. I mean, I don't want a kid coming up to my desk, grabbing tissues off of like the nearby area and then standing there and like slinging snot all over the place. Like, I hate when kids do that at my school. Like, they'll grab the tissue and it's just like, they'll blow their nose wherever it's at. It's like, walk your lazy little ass outside.
Yes.
Well, Doc, next time we go out to eat together, I will pick a fork up off of a table as we're walking to our table of an empty table that hasn't been bussed. And I'm going to sit down and say, lick this fork, Doc.
I'll do it. I don't care. I don't care.
People don't go to the library anymore, Ted. If they do, they're in the back corner looking at each other's hot dog butts.
No, it just, I understand being wary of germs and everything like that, but like, I mean, they say one of the dirtiest things in your home that has more germs on it than your toilet seat, than any doorknob or anything like that is your freaking remote control.
I think it's your phone because everybody takes them in the shitter now with them and all. Phone's got to be about right, son.
The kitchen sink, actually, because the back.
See, I'll lick my phone.
Let me pass out.
Don't care.
Oh.
We're leaving, Ted, and you're not leaving, so whatever. But we're out of here. We're going to leave on Doc licking his phone.
You want to know why? No, Lindia, you are immune to, you fished your whole life. Okay, answer me this. When you were a kid, did you not bait your hook with worms or night crawlers or crickets or minnows or whatever? And then later on in the day, did you not eat your sandwich that your parents or your dad or your mom packed for you on the boat?
I cleaned my hands with sanitizer.
She kisses fish, Doc. Don't let her bullshit you.
Right. Yeah, she kisses fish.
She don't anymore.
Bacteria in Florida.
Did you see that on the news that now the seaweed on the beach has flesh-eating bacteria in it?
It always does. The sargassum? It always does. It always has.
Okay.
No matter what, it's just there's so much of it. Every seaweed had every bit of seaweed has flesh-eating bacteria properties within it. It's just a matter of how much there is of it. Now there's this big globule that's coming on shore, and there's more of it, but it's nothing new. It's always had it. Every bit of seaweed has the flesh-eating bacteria in it, like no matter what.
Came from Africa.
Okay, I kept thinking they kept saying it was sarcasm, and I was like, I don't get it.
No, it's sargasm.
They were saying sarcasm.
It's like a cross between sarcasm and an orgasm. You just combine the two words.
Yeah. See?
Wow, you've been having those for years. I think we'll leave on that one.
Sure, right there. But that's better than me licking the phone.
All right. Well, appreciate everybody that's still hanging in here. We had a great night.
Yeah.
See you. Everybody go fishing. Happy Memorial Day. That's right. This weekend they're having next weekend is the big YouTube rendezvous up in Pennsylvania.
Oh, that'd be cool.
I think it's in Weebles, Pennsylvania, or Dubles, or.
We're going to go one year, whenever.
And I'm sure they're going to be serving hot dogs.
Packs of them. Ted's bringing them.
Hey, not for nothing. I know Ted, the hot dogs, hot dog ass and everything like that. She had a blanket on, so that gives the new meaning to pigs in a blanket.
There you go. Hot dogs in a blanket. We're leaving on that one. Later, folks.
Good night, guys.
Retro, we're leaving. Oh, Retro, you're here just in time to see us go.